Working harder, not smarter. My name is Chitananda. I'm here at a beautiful lake house at Treon Lake, just outside of Ho Chi Minh City, getting ready for another beautiful week with all of you, meditating. We'll be at Dreamplex this week. And I want to talk on this topic of working smarter, not harder. I've had a long career in Silicon Valley, California as a programmer, as a manager, a lead, project manager, among other roles. I've also had the experience of being CEO and founder of 2 startup companies. So I know what it's like to work 60, 70, sometimes 80-hour weeks for a startup. And I know what it's like to deal with the stress of that world. And actually there wasn't that much stress for me because I was meditating daily. When you meditate daily, particularly in the style I teach, and I am talking about a very specific and special style of meditation, which I would love to show you this week at Dreamplex. And in this style, you might find that if you give it a real go and give it a real experiment, you'll see that for yourself, that this brings balance and perspective to your job, especially when your job is difficult, especially when 20 people need something from you yesterday and you don't have all the answers to the questions. Instead of tightening up the mind, if you meditate in the morning, you stay loose, you flow with the job, you work the problem, one problem at a time, and then you go into the details of the problems and work them out and create something special for the world. Meditation, we're doing 12 minutes in the morning every morning, and we're doing 12 minutes at night every evening. And what we find from a daily practice like that, and even if you were just to shorten it to 12 minutes every morning, it's a fundamental game changer for a high-paced business environment. You can be more creative, you can have more flow in your day, you have less tensing up of the mind, and people like working with a person who's balanced in the most stressful situations, and that's us. So in terms of working smarter, not harder, we really want to take that bird's eye view. Instead of just jumping in the weeds of a task, which is more of what a junior will usually do, like you give them a task and they come up with the first idea of how they're going to do the task and they just do it that way. Someone who's been around longer, they take a bird's eye view of the land, they think about the technology they're using, they're thinking about other technologies they might use that might fit this situation better, and then they're picking the best option of all of those technologies. They're asking bigger questions to start, and then they're swooping into the details of the task later after they've really gotten a really good survey of the land, of the overall project, of the business needs, etc. And so one has a lot of perspective and the other is very small perspective. And that's why senior developers are paid far more than junior developers. That's why leads are paid more than seniors. And that's why managers are often paid more than leads and seniors. It's because of that perspective, and it's also because of the balance I've already spoken to. You have more balance in the difficult situations on the job. That is valuable to the company, and they're willing to pay more for that. So I've actually worked as a CEO of my own company on nights and weekends in addition to my 40-hour consulting job in Silicon Valley, and I've done that for more than 2 years. And balance there is especially key just to sanity and to enjoying the work, but it's also a key to doing the best job I can and also to be the best CEO for the people who work for me. If you are a leader of people, maybe you've had a slip up where you lost balance, you got a little angry or perturbed, and because you're in that place of authority for someone, it hurts them more. And now they're not performing the way they used to because they don't trust you as much, or maybe they even left the company. Those are very unfortunate situations that can be avoided. When you're coming from balance, because you're meditating every morning, you're in a much different perspective of life and of the job as it is in your life. And you can make better decisions with your communication with people that you work with. You can make better decisions overall for the company because you're coming from more of that expanded awareness, bird's eye view, lay of the land. And you're not getting caught up in individual problems and getting stuck in them. And then just for the success of the company, you're just making more creative decisions. When we tighten our mind up around a particular problem too fast, And when we lose that flow in the process of problem solving, we literally cut off all of our creativity. And that is a detriment to the success of a business. So the number one way I know to stay in the flow of my day job as a busy CEO, sometimes doing 60, 70-hour weeks, is to meditate daily. And that can be as little as 12 minutes in the morning, and then we practice mindfulness throughout the day.